All right, let's begin. So thank you for being here with us. I'm on stage with two of our customers, Thomas Fischer and Julien Ménard from Piano and Digital Virgo. We're here to talk about the marketplace. The marketplace being a platform where our customers can find, subscribe, and deploy software, and that helps govern the said software that is bought on the marketplace. Software, data, but also professional services. I'm very happy to be joined by you guys on stage. And I will let you introduce yourselves first to start with.
Okay, sure, thank you. So I'm Julien, I'm the CTO of Digital Virgo. We are a mobile payment company using the telecom operators billing system to monetize online audiences, but also digital goods for customers. So just to give you an example, in Spain, you can subscribe to Netflix and pay your Netflix subscription using your invoice of Orange. So our job is really to connect merchants and operators.
And I'm Thomas Fischer, so I'm the head of the operation IT team. So the Piano, I'm in charge of the Piano Analytics product. So the idea is to understand what is done on all the website and the application of our customer, to provide a lot of statistics and analytics about it.
Thank you. So the marketplace vision is to help streamline procurement processes as much as possible. So in your respective roles, what are the main challenges you face in procuring new software?
So for us, one of the main challenge today is to deal with more and more, I would call them pay-as-you-go SaaS provider, meaning that the contract and the billing is based on the usage you will have of the solution. So of course you can subscribe to a contract and you have a fixed commitment or a fixed number of users, but you have to follow this usage very carefully, because sometimes you are above the commitment you subscribed in the contract and you are just losing money. On the other side, if you are above the commitment or if you have more active users than the one you subscribed, you will have overages, and sometimes the overages price is more than what you have in the contract. So this means for us to follow, I would say nearly day by day, all the usage of the solution, because it can go very high sometimes if you don't follow them. You need to understand the billing system. You need to onboard some team, and this is taking a lot of time. You have to understand all the mechanism of all this SaaS provider, and so for us, it's a very important task and a lot of time spent.
So it's the governance that allows you to control the costs and at the end of the day,
exactly,
which is your main mission.
Yep.
And same question to you.
Yeah. So we are running on platform on AWS, and we're working with tons of vendors. So the challenges that we are facing are very simple. We have to be sure to find and to choose the right vendors, as we are also working on a regulated market as a payment institution. Then we have to deal with the contracts with them. We have to deal with the invoices. We have to deal with the payment for sure of them. So yeah, this is our challenges. We are speaking about the vendors we are working with.
Do you manage to address these challenges today in some sort? How do you deal with those today?
With the marketplace, obviously. No, more seriously, we've been using the marketplace since years 4, if I'm not wrong. And this is, we are not signing, well, except if they are not available on the marketplace, and there are still few vendors which are not there, but except them, all the vendors we are signing, they are on the marketplace. So this is the way we are dealing with these challenges.
That's excellent. So you said that you've been using the marketplace for many years, but what was the first reason you went on the marketplace? What was the driver for your first deal in the marketplace?
Yeah, that's a financial one. In fact, we've got a contract with AWS, and we have a commitment in the spend, in our spend on the platform. And the good thing is that a part of the spend that the monetary we are giving to these vendors, they can be taken into account to reach the goal that we have with AWS. So 50% of those spent is taken into account, so it helps us to reach the commitment. So that was the very first reason, in fact.
Same question to you, Thomas. Thank you very much.
Yes, what it's about the same story. We were renegotiating our EDP contract, our AWS EDP contract, and at the same time we were also signing a big contract with a very famous data warehouse cloud provider. and it was put on the table that it was a good idea to subscribe to this data warehouse SaaS provider through the marketplace, to add the expense or part of the expense directly through the marketplace and have more commitment and therefore more discounts on the global AWS usage. This data warehouse cloud contract was a big contract also, more than 4 years, I think. So it was easy to integrate it into the same period as the AWS CDP. And also what was easy for us is that all the paperwork and the job to subscribe to this contract through the marketplace was done by the provider himself. So we just receive a marketplace email, a few clicks, and that's it. It was done. We had all the fixed payment through the marketplace and added to the EDP commitment. So that was the first experience and a good experience.
Brilliant. And as Julien mentioned, you also had other experience after that. So after that, you continued on the marketplace. Have you seen any other benefits by using the marketplace other than the initial financial one?
Yes. One of the good surprises we had recently was with a very famous observability SaaS provider with the name of a pet in it. It's a provider that is quite difficult to follow. There is a lot of specificity in the invoices, a lot of specific way to bill you in the usage of this solution. So the first idea was to integrate it in the marketplace, like we try to do with all our providers, of course. But the good surprise here was that we are using the Cost Explorer AWS interface to monitor, of course, the AWS usage. And this provider is also integrated into the Cost Explorer, so you can filter on this provider, and you can see your day-to-day usage. You can really understand where you are spending your money, what are the extra usage, and with the same Cost Explorer console that we are being able to use for other usage. And also the team, a lot of our tech teams know how to use this Cost Explorer, so it's easy to integrate just a new provider in it and follow the cost for everybody.
So this ties back very nicely to the challenge you were facing about controlling the costs.
Exactly. Instead of having a lot of tools, you have to centralize all the information in one tool, and you can also easily extract the data and financial data to monitor this in the external BI tool if you want to add external things. So it's easy because it's the same source for all the providers through the Cost Explorer and the data extraction from AWS.
Brilliant. Is this one of the reasons you mentioned you have a marketplace first strategy, if I understood correctly, except for products that are not present? Are these the kind of benefits you experience as well?
Yeah, sure. The first one is regarding the contracts. Most of the vendors which are present on the marketplace, not all of them, but most of them, they do agree with the licensing term of the marketplace. So it means that we don't have to deal anymore with all of them, with all the contract details. We have signed once and validated once the licensing term of the marketplace, and now for each vendor we just have to make a few clicks, and that's it. So that's the first point. The second one is regarding the invoicing processes and the payment also. We don't have any more to deal with the bank details of all of these vendors. We are receiving their invoices through AWS processes, which is an existing one, and we are used to work with it. So we receive the invoice through AWS, we make the payment to AWS, and after that, the marketplace is managing that with the vendor. So for us, it's time saving, and it's simpler than to deal with which is of the vendor.
That's brilliant. Thank you very much. I will add to that on the marketplace, we give the possibility to vendors and buyers to standardize as much as possible, but we give full flexibility. They have the choice to use these options or not. Obviously, we're trying to create a flywheel effect whereby vendors and buyers will use as much as possible these processes, and therefore accelerating sales and accelerating purchases, accelerating innovation at the end of the day. So that's the main point. And seeing that customers are driving this adoption is very, very important to us, to get vendors also to accept this innovation. So I'm very, very happy to hear all these very nice words from you. But I would like also to know what's missing from the marketplace, what we would like to see, what we don't do as well as we should maybe at this point in the marketplace.
Yeah, so when dealing with a new vendor, we still have some processes to manage. For example, we do have to validate the KYC. And I'm sure that the marketplace is doing the same before to integrate one new provider. So maybe a deeper integration between our legal internal system and the one of the marketplace could be a good thing to make this process only once and not you are doing it, we are doing it also. And I was speaking previously about the invoices. So that's good. We are receiving them from you. So that's a non-process, but it's still two separated invoices. So maybe it could be a good one if those invoices could be merged with the one that we're receiving from AWS.
And from your side?
From our side, after the first experience we had with the data warehouse cloud provider, we tried to challenge a lot of providers to share with us an offer through the marketplace. And a few of them didn't even know about the marketplace. So that was a surprise. We had to explain to them what was the idea of using the marketplace. That was perhaps already a few years ago. I think it's better and better, but still there are some providers missing in the marketplace. So having more providers would be already a good thing. And sometimes also they have a different offer through the marketplace than the one that they could give you directly, which is sometimes a bit strange and complexify the way you have to understand all this. That's quite rare, but it happens. So yes, that's I think have the same offer through the marketplace or directly, and more providers for me would be the best thing.
That's good to hear. I see we touch exactly actually the nature of the marketplace. It has a technology and functionality side, and it has a commercial side. So getting our vendors, our partners to embrace the commercial side, have the same offering or the marketplace that they do outside of the marketplace. And then for the functional side, like integrating the procurement systems, for example, with the marketplace, both are areas we're investing in, and we have a clear roadmap on all cases. But and I'm happy to discuss with you where we go from there. I had one last question for you both. What would be an advice you would give to other customers who are looking into the marketplace or not looking at the marketplace? How should they do it? How should they approach it for their first steps?
Well, I think you should try. We were quite suspicious at the beginning because it sounded easy and it adds some value to the EDP commitment. So we were a bit surprised and we didn't know, but it works. We have more and more providers on board on the AWS Marketplace. It's just a simple question to the provider. It doesn't cost much. You just ask the provider to give you an offer through the marketplace, and you just see if it works or not. And after this, all the work again is done on the provider side. They just give you a link to subscribe through the marketplace. Really easy. It adds some value to the EDP, perhaps some value for the monitoring if you are using Cost Explorer, and that's it. It's a win-win process, I would say.
Excellent. So don't fear at all the marketplace. Fear. Go ahead and jump in. And from your side, please.
Yeah. In fact, I think that you have to push the vendor you are working with to be integrated on the marketplace if they're not. If they are, you have to push them to some. If you want to simplify, if you are looking to simplify your process, your procurement process, you have to push them to go through the marketplace. And if you are a vendor, also, I think that's a good point to be integrated on the marketplace. We did it for a billing platform, and you win customers without any cost from the selling point of view. I mean, so that's also a good point. And if you are a provider and if you are a customer of AWS, the process to be integrated is also very interesting because the AWS teams is working with you to improve your performance, to improve your cost of your platform, and to be sure that you are in line with the well-architected framework. So that's really interesting and a very good opportunity to improve your process and to improve your platforms also.
Excellent. Adoption is the key, actually, from both sides. It is a marketplace, as the word says. So, the more customers are there, the more vendors will be interested to be there. The more vendors are there, the more customers will be interested to come. And that's the flywheel effect, which we hope to see. We are seeing actually in the marketplace. The growth numbers are quite amazing every year. You have seen yourselves probably how many new vendors appear on the marketplace because they find customers like you who prefer the marketplace and see it as a great opportunity for them and all the other benefits on the other side, which we will not discuss today. Thank you very, very much for being here. Thank you for doing business with us, for trusting us, and I'm sure we'll talk soon again. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.